saw the car there. I thought Jonathan might be in.
Oh, no, I took him to the office this morning.
Will he be back around 5, you know?
Well, he might be, but I doubt it. Can I help?
Well, it's something I wanted to ask Jonathan a favour, like.
Well, come in. Maybe I can help.
Oh, yeah. Look, I'd come back later, only I'm on nights, and I've got to be in around 5, you see.
Oh, well, can I give him a message?
Well, if you wouldn't mind, it'd be great, yeah?
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, it's about this friend of mine, a fella called Derek Rees. You know, I've known him for a few years and that, and, well, he's a good bloke, he'll do anything for you and everything, and he's got himself in a bit of trouble, and he needs a solicitor.
Well, what kind of trouble's he in? Criminal?
Well, sort of, only the police aren't involved. Well, the thing is, like, he's been sacked, and I don't think it's fair.
Well, doesn't the union handle that kind of thing?
We're not in a union.
Oh. So, what's he been dismissed for?
Well, he's supposed to have pinched some bacon, but he didn't.
I don't understand.
Well, he did take the bacon, like, but he didn't pinch you.
Oh.
No, it's not like that. Well, it's a bit of a long story, really.
And you'd rather tell it to Jonathan, right?
Well, I'd sooner he told it to Jonathan. It's a bit, you know, complicated.
Yeah, it's okay. Looks pretty black, though, hey?
It does, doesn't it?
Still, it seems a bit harsh to fire him. I mean, didn't you say you worked with him for a couple of years? So he's not exactly new to the firm.
Well, he's been there 19 years.
19 years?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right.
Doesn't, does it?
Well, I think Jonathan'd be only too happy to help.
Oh, do you think so? That'd be great, that. I mean, he's been to see a few other solicitors, only they've all knocked him back. Said he wouldn't stand a chance in that.
Don't worry. You tell your friend he's got a solicitor who'll fight for him.
Oh, great. I'll tell him to get in touch then, eh?
Okay, and I'll tell John to expect him.
Right. Thanks a lot.
My pleasure.
Ta-ra.
Bye.
They've just ignored everything. I don't believe it.
All right, look, what's that?
It's from the Education Authority.
Hi, Jeff Stevens.
Yeah. They're admitting that he's got learning difficulties, but that is it.
They've always known he had learning difficulties.
Exactly. They're deliberately ignoring his dyslexia. They think that by not admitting it, it doesn't exist.
So it's all been a waste of time?
Oh, no, it hasn't. They might say that everything possible is being done, but we know that it isn't. I'm not going to take this, Frank.
What do you mean?
Well, we fight on. We're going to appeal.
Listen, Chris, you've already promised that, Jeff. You won't drag him through any more examinations and reports. You said that was it.
I know I did, love. But can't you see they're trying to do a whitewash job on in here? They are not going to ignore my son. He is not going to leave school at 16 not being able to read. And that is that.
Come on through, Mr. McMahon. You didn't tell me very much on the phone.
Oh, no. You never know who's listening.
Ah. I take it this is a delicate matter.
It is perfectly confidential, what goes on here.
Completely.
You come recommended as a forward-thinking young man.
Well, I like to think so. Could I just ask you why you've come to me?
I told you. You come recommended.
But surely you already have a practice working for you.
Oh, Deadwood, all of them. They're living in the past. The business world out there is going so fast that they can't keep up with it. I need some advice from someone who understands corporate law and who can manipulate it to the best advantage.
Manipulate?
Well, no, not manipulate. Utilize. There's nothing shifty, underhand, that's all.
But there are problems to be overcome.
Well, of course there are. If it were all perfectly straightforward, I wouldn't need a smart lawyer, would I?
No.
I want to sell my company.
It's a bit excited.
Oh, yes, it's a little jigsaw. There you go. You look lovely.
All right. Hey, Jonathan's going to take on Derek's case, you know.
Oh, that's great. Now, doesn't she look lovely?
You look a cracker, don't you? Where are you going?
Philip's party.
Philip's party. Brilliant, eh?
Have you brushed your teeth? Go and get them brushed. Off you go. Good scrub. That's good news about your friend.
I hope so. I think it's terrible what they're trying to do to him. He's not a tea leaf, you know.
I suppose supermarkets must get used to people trying to steal from them.
Yeah.
I was wondering whether to go to the auction on Wednesday. And I'm not sure whether I could bear to see strangers bidding for the old house.
I think it'd be better if he didn't go, you know.
Yeah, I suppose so. I wish I could just brush away all the memories like Bob seems to have done.
How is he?
He's okay. He's staying at Matty's till he's 100% fit. I feel a bit bad. I should have gone to see him, really.
Well, you shouldn't. You and him are finished now. You'll have to stop feeling responsible for him. Claire's here now, and so am I, all right?
Ready, Mummy?
Come on then, miss. Let's get going.
What have you lost?
I think I might have dropped some money down the side of the armchair.
Huh? Much?
I don't know. I only think I might.
Well, you don't know.
Well, let me put it another way, Dad. I don't have a penny, and I'm hoping that in more pecunious times I might have dropped some down here.
I see. You've no money, so you've resorted to scavenging, eh?
I knew I could rely on you to sum it up in your usual considered way.
What do you want money for?
Need money for? Well, I suppose there's two reasons. One, I gave up my job voluntarily, so although I am signing on, I'm still not entitled to any dole yet. And two, it's Mum's birthday shortly, and I'd like to get her a present.
Look, you don't need to do that. I'll give you some money if it's to buy a present for your mother.
Oh, thanks, Dad. I hate not having money.
I don't understand you. You make a lot of money, then you gamble it all away. Whatever happened about doing something with your life? Or the new start you promised?
I'm going to make one.
I see no sign of it. All I see is the same old layabout Gordon. In bed half the morning, no attempt at getting a job. Better pull yourself together again. Get out and look for something useful to do.
I have something useful to do.
Lying in bed.
Look, Dad, if you could just lend me about £20, I'll pay you back in a week or two, all right?
£20?
Well, I need to get buses and things if I'm to be a useful member of society.
Oh, all right.
Just a loan. I'll pay you back.
Oh, fine. Just a loan.
And, Dad, I don't need you to tell me I've got to start all over again.
The new company isn't a direct competitor in that we manufacture electrical components and they're primarily involved in the casing side, so it's horizontal integration. Put the two together and you have a strong manufacturing company. Also, we are neatly placed. We're just outside a development corporation area, and that can only be good for the future.
So why do you want to sell?
Well, I'm getting near retirement, Jonathan. It's a good offer. And there's a lucrative consultancy on the table.
What's holding you back?
I don't want my 200 staff to see me as the baddie in all this.
Why should they do that? Their jobs would be safe. Unless the new company are just asset stripping.
Oh, no. It's my MD. He's a bit moral about it all. Wants to save the old name. That type. Now, he has 6% of the shares. Now, that's not really an obstacle. But he's talking about a management buyout. Of course, he couldn't possibly succeed. But it might just queer my pitch with the new firm.
I see. All right, well, time is on your side. I can handle the sale. That should be fairly straightforward. As for your troublesome MD, I suggest you keep a very close eye on everything he does. Check his trading record. There might be something there. And at the first sign of any impropriety, face him with it. Tell him to keep his head down until the deal goes through. He can decide whether he sells or tries to stay on in the new setup then.
They said you were a bright young man. I think we'll be doing a lot of business in the future if this goes smoothly.
I'd like that.
Pussy what? What does that mean?
Pusillanimous. It means small-minded and mean-spirited, and that's what these people are.
Are you sure about going ahead with this appeal?
Yes, I told you I was.
You're going to upset Jeff again.
Jeff's got to learn how to read. I'm not going to let these people wash their hands of him.
You can tell him then.
Oh, I will. And I don't expect much support from you either.
Hi, Dad. Mum. Me and Ronnie will go upstairs, all right?
Yeah.
Chris.
What's an old Appleton and paint today?
Oh, wait, you're not kidding. We went to France for our holidays last year and I loved it. But she makes French so boring, I'll never learn it.
I know. Wish we had Miss Murray for it. She's great.
She doesn't do French.
I know. Wish she did, though.
So what? Oh, you know what, Erwin?
What about him?
Well, what? I mean, how's it going? God, no. I'm too embarrassed to even talk to him since my dad threw him out.
Oh, well, you shouldn't let that stop you. Do you still fancy him?
Yeah?
Well, then why don't you talk to him? I'm sure he fancies you.
Dunno. Anyway, I'm too embarrassed to talk to him with this on my teeth. It's horrible.
Oh, go away, will ya?
No, I'm not talking to him till I get this off.
And when's that going to be?
I don't know. I've got a dentist appointment on Monday, but I don't know whether he's going to take it off or just tighten it up a bit.
Oh, your teeth look great. He'll have to take it off.
I hope so.
So will you talk to Owen?
If I get this off, yeah. I heard about a girl who was kissing a boyfriend goodnight when he got stuck on her brace and her dad come out. I'd die.
Oh, you can keep your mouth closed when you kiss him, you know. You don't have to French kiss all the time.
Hey, do you reckon old Appleton French kisses?
Only 3 more nights and you'll be back on days.
Yeah, I like my nights at home these days.
Oh, do you? I like your nights at home as well.
Do you? That's good.
Oh, love's young dream.
What?
I say, love's young dream. And the music goes round and round.
What do you mean by that?
What? Love's young dream?
No, they're going round and round, but what are you trying to say?
I wasn't trying to say anything.
Yes, you were.
Simply passing the time of day.
Oh, it sounded like it to me.
I find your attitude rather offensive.
Oh, do you? And I find people who go around passing snide remarks about their neighbours offensive.
Wasn't passing snide remarks. I'm sure there'll be others who will. But have more sense at your age, kissing in the street.
At our age? Listen, mate, people can fall in love at any age, even yours.
Billy, leave it.
Why?
Just leave it.
You can't go around telling people what to do.
Look, leave it. It's a touchy subject. I don't think he wants to talk about it.
What do you know about it?
What was all that about?